What's up, Kyuzo here, and today I will be talking about something that may not be obvious to everyone when crafting cluster duels. So this will not be a step-by-step how to craft clusters, but rather bring up a very important tip to help you along the way. So we'll take my personal goal of mine as an example. I wish to craft a large cluster duels with 3 notables. Most important ones are Widespread Destruction and Prismatic Heart, and the third one could be more or less whatever, as long as there are 3. So, what we'll start by doing is we will go to poedb.tw, and then we will go to Item, and then Cluster Duel, and we'll click on Enchantment, and we will look for the base, and my base will be a fire damage one. So I'll just search for increased fire until we hit, until we find it. So here is the large cluster duel. So here is all the garbage that we can hit on the cluster. So over here we can see what is the prefix and what is the suffix. We can see the weighting. I believe a high number is you're more likely to hit it, and the lower the number, the less likely you are. I believe that is the order. And then we have item level. I didn't actually mean to click that, but that doesn't really matter. Can we just do weighting? Or do like so? So, as we all know, let's say, well, I want Master of Fire. That means I need an item level 75 cluster duel, because otherwise I can't hit it. But the reverse thinking is probably what not most people think about, is that, well, what is it that I want? I want Widespread Destruction, okay? What item level is that? 1, so that I can roll on any duel. I also want Prismatic Heart, which is item level 1 as well. So now I can just start looking at some other options. Well, what was I going for? Smoking Remains or Burning Bright? So Smoking Remains, Burning Bright, they are both item level 50. So if these 4 are my target, I don't need Corrosive Elements, I do not need Sadist, I do not need Doriani's Lesson or Masters of Fire. So what I can do here is actually look for a duel that is between item level 50 and item level 67. Because now, if the item level is below 68, I can't even hit Masters of Fire, Doriani's Lessons, or Corrosive Elements. So that is removing several notables from the pool. So that is going to be extremely helpful when I wish to roll my duel. So when you go to trade, to zoom in a little bit here, you will then go down to item level. So we want minimum item level 50, and then we want max item level 67. So anything in between here will be good for our base. So, to sort of repeat what I just said, so we don't need Sadist. So this is the entire pool. So we don't need Sadist, we don't need that, we don't need that, and we don't need that. So all of a sudden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can now only roll 6 of the total notables. Now, sadly, if we go back here again, you also notice, we'll zoom in a little bit here, that all of these have tags. So if you wanted Doriani's Lessons, for instance, you can see this is the only notable here with the life tag. So what I would do if I wanted Doriani's Lesson is I would go to Harvest, and then I would reforge life, and I'd more or less be guaranteed this notable every single time, alongside, whatever we want. Same thing goes for if I want fire. These 3 would be the candidates because that has a fire tag. However, my Widespread Destruction and the Prismatic Heart does not have a specific elemental tag, it's got global elementals, and we can't roll for global. You know, we can only roll for fire, cold, lightning, etc. So, that is basically the video actually. TLDR, item level, and outro.